starting standing. And if you've got a strap of some sort at home, have a strap of some sort. And you could have a block. You don't have to have a block or a cushion. And also a hand weight. Have I got one? Oh, where's mine? Stand here. Oh, right. I'm not very organised, am I? Okay, so starting standing, take your feet wide, toes slightly outwards. I'm going to inhale, arms lift, and exhale, arms down. Again, inhale wider with your arms higher. Exhale down. One more like that. Inhale, increasing the circumference each one. And then adding a knee bend this time. So inhale up. And then a bend in the knees. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Feel your fingertips reaching further to the ceiling. One more. Up and then down with your arms. Keep your legs straight. And then start to swoop your arms round side to side. They're going to tap the sides of your waist. Little rotation in your hips. But thinking mainly about turning your chest. Flopping your arms. Let them be loose and free. So you're not trying to control your arms. One more each way. And then let it just subside to centre. Good, but take the legs in a little bit narrower. And going up and down with your arms. So forwards and up. Forwards and down. Let's add a heel lift to that. So as your arms go up, heels lift off the floor. Try not to let your heels go wider. And then heels back down, pushing through the balls of the foot as you descend. Because by pushing through the balls of the feet as you descend back down again, you're strengthening the feet and the ankles. Oh. One more time. Okay, keep your heels on the floor. Inhale, arms up, and then a bounce in the knees. Exhale, swoop your arms through. Inhale, forwards and up. Keep the heels on the floor the whole time. And if you can go further, you can bow down as your arms swoop through. If you get dizzy doing that, then keep it the first version. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, swoop through. Inhale, arms in the air, and then go to apple picking. One arm reaches. And the other arm reaches. So we're just warming up, loosening off, shaking out any stagnation or tiredness that we might have gathered from whatever's gone on in your day. Or if you're not feeling tired, then just enjoying the movement. And then back to centre. And can you bring your arms down? Roll your shoulders a few times. As your shoulders roll back, feel how your arms travel back. And this time when your arms travel back, interlace your fingers together and straighten your arms out the best you can. You want to try and take your arms back without leaning your chest forwards. So can we press the arms back and feel like you're almost holding a cord connected to your belly, and as your arms pull back, they are pulling the cord of the belly in, or pulling the cord around your trousers a little tighter. Then for a neck stretch, bring your hands down, left hand slides up the right arm, hold the right elbow and drop your head toward the left. Neck stretch. To centre, and then we switch. So now the right hand slides. You could hold wrist, forearm, elbow, and the head falls to the right. And then back up to centre and release your arms. So we're ready to go into a roll down. Standing at the back end of your mat. Inhale, look straight forwards. Exhale for the first one, soften your knees as you roll down and notice your bottom wants to push back, and just let it for this first one. Knees soft, bottom pushes back. And then when you roll back up again, keep the soft knees. And then as you get to standing, the legs straighten out a bit more. So if that felt okay, this time try and do it without your bottom pushing back. So you roll down and you have to focus more on moving through your spine so that the bottom doesn't push out behind you anymore. It's just like your bottom is touching a wall and it can't move. And then sliding back up again, stacking up through your spine. See if you can use your core like a little zip in your belly. So when you go down, the zip in your belly stays zipped up and you're bowing over that imaginary zip. And then you're forwards over the legs, tipping the pelvis. And when you come back up, that zip in your belly pulls you up. It instigates the lift. And you push down through your straightening legs. Shoulders roll back. Down this time and stay down. And let's come onto hands and knees. This is where if you're going to use a weight, you can grab a weight, and I just need padding under my knees at the moment. Okay, so take your weight into one of your hands, and whichever hand is holding the weight, the other leg straightens out behind. Okay, while you've got yourself ready here, just try broadening the space between your sit bones, and when your sit bones widen, your belly will drop, your back will dip. Okay, and then try narrowing your sit bones a lot and feel the opposite happens. Your bottom tucks and your belly pulls in and you're rounded in your back. And then try and find the mid position where your back is straight, but then the sit bones trying to pull together a little, and that's going to engage your belly. So spine straight, but the narrowing of the sit bones to engage the belly. Okay, bring your weight by your hip, palm up. Lift your arm and lift your leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, stay lifted for 5, push out through the heel, 4, keep the zip on, 3, 2, 1, and then down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay up for 5. This is where I wish I'd used a lighter weight. 3, 2, 1, and then back down. Switch sides. We're going to do the same on this side. So legs straight, broaden your sit bones, feel the collapse. Narrow your sit bones, feel the over zip. And then find a straight back, keep the back straight, and then zip in with the connection from your buttocks to your belly to the ribs. Keep that feeling. Arm by your side, and we lift for 5. 5, 4, 3, we're making sure the head doesn't fall, 2, 1, stay lifted for 5, push the legs straighter, 4, keep the hips level, 3, 2, 1, again 5 more, down, up, 4, 3, 2, stay up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the hand and knee come down. Drop into a child's pose with a tricep stretch. So your arms in front, hands in prayer, forehead to the floor. And then bend at the elbows so that your prayer travels behind your head. And ooh, I can feel my triceps stretching out from that one. And the elbows walk forward a little and your triceps lengthen. The back of your arm, the bit of your arm that's facing the floor. If you want a bit more, you try and sink your armpit toward the ground or toward your knees. And then arms forwards, take a downward facing dog. Stretch out the back of your legs, and while you're there, if you did have some padding for your knees, take that out. Okay, we're going to lie on our side. So if you turn onto the side that faces the screen, let your head rest on your bicep and have your free hand on the floor in front. So just take a moment just to get comfortable on your hip, add some padding there if you need to, comfortable on this side of your arm, and a slight lift in the curve of your waist. So just the top leg lifting, keep the bottom leg on the ground. Point and flex your foot, so you're just moving from your ankle. Point, flex. 4, 3, in your bed, Harry. In your bed. In your bed. 2, 1. Keep your foot pointed. Go forwards with the leg. Flex. Go back with your leg. Point. Forwards. Flex. Back. I'm trying not to move my pelvis, and I am using my fingertips a little bit on the floor in front. 2. One more time. Point. Forwards. Flex. Back. Point. Bring the legs in line with each other. Then small circles with that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then circles the other way. 5, 4. Nice and long through the leg, moving from the hip joint. 2, 1. And then keep the leg there and flex your foot. Now start to straighten the bottom leg more. So as energy travels through that bottom leg, it will lift so that both legs follow down from your hip joints. Okay, keep the little zip on the front wall of your abdomen and take your top arm up and over. The back is long. The buttocks are lightly engaged. The legs are engaged. We're balancing on our side. 3, 2. Your feet are flexed like they would be if you were standing. 1, and then see if you can float your head between your arms. So your head now extends through the gap of your arms without the chin coming up. Back of the neck nice and long. 3, and this is where we can start to easily push forwards with the ribs. So zip in the ribs, keep long in the back. And on that last breath, come all the way down. So I'm going to grab a block. You don't have to use a block for this, but if you've got one, you can. And bring your top knee and bend it in front onto the block. And I'm going to prop my head onto my hand, but if you prefer, you can keep your head on your bicep. Okay. And this hand again is just adding a little bit of support in front. Bottom leg now, foot flexed, and lift the leg up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and counting back down. Or back up. 2, 3, 4, back to 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then relax. And we're going to spin over and bring our head to the other end of the mat. Head on your bicep to begin with. If you can't straighten your arm all the way up like that, you could put the block in and have your arm in front instead. Fingers on the floor. Find your balance points. And then commit to that by feeling the strength around your skeleton, holding your skeleton. Top leg lifts, just your ankle, point, flex, point, flex. 2, 1. Keep the foot pointed, forwards with the leg, flex, back with the leg. When your leg comes forward, can you do it without creasing the tummy? When your leg goes back, can you do it without bulging the tummy? Point forwards without a crease, flex back without a bulge. 3, 2, 1. Point and bring the legs level with each other and go into your circles. You're on your fingertips so that this top shoulder doesn't roll forward into a flat hand. Yeah, so you can get a little bit of height and square your shoulders off so they're stacked. Circle your leg the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then flex your foot, push out through the heel and get energy out through that bottom leg now. So the bottom leg just extends level with your hip. They don't need to come up super high. Often if that happens, you are rolling on your hip joint. I want you to balance and to stay straight or long through your spine. Top arm up and over. 5, 4, 3. In nose, out lips. 1. And then a head extends, floating the head. 5, 4, push right down through the legs, out through the heel of the foot. 2, 1. Great, and then lower down, bring your block if you're using it for your knee, or you could just put your knee on the floor, and you can either stay as you were with your head or prop your head up. Okay, bottom leg, foot flexed, and let's come up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then relax the leg and turn onto your back. And just find a setup position and pause there for a moment. Settle the shoulders down, the back a little, slight tuck of the chin. It's not that you're tucking your chin as such, it's just that you're trying to give the back of the neck length. Use a block under your head if you need to. Okay, we've got our little stretchy band that we're going to use. So if you can take the stretchy band around the ball of your right foot and your right leg up in the air. It doesn't have to be a stretchy band, it can be anything, any sort of belt you've got. Let it pull down on your foot a little bit so it helps the leg gravitate down into the hip joint and prevents your bottom from pushing up. Yeah, bottom settles down, leg draws down. Straighten the knee the best you can. Okay, we're going to carefully take that off, but keep this leg up in the air. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your rib cage. So one hand on, just below your belly button and one hand along the lower ribs. Point your foot, lower the leg down and feel the muscles between your two hands, so between lower belly and ribs, staying engaged. Flex your foot and lift. So when your leg points and lowers down, try not to stretch in the abdomen. Flex and lift. Inhale, point and lower. Exhale, flex and lift. One more like that, point and lower, leg nice and long. Flex and lift. Keep the leg in the air and bend your knee 90 degrees. And keep that one leg there. Feel both legs gathering in a little, and you're not narrowing your sit bones, but you're almost now trying to narrow a little bit more between your two front pelvic bones. Feel those muscles of the lower belly holding in, supporting you. Get lighter in your left heel, so you're on the ball of your left foot. Arms relax down by your side, shoulders relax, jaw relax, and let's do bent leg scissors. One leg up, one leg down. Double tap the floor. And let's add a double exhale each time you tap the floor. So we exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. The incoming leg stays steady. The belly stays as it was. The spine remaining in neutral. 2, 2, switch. 2, 2, switch. 1, 1, switch. 1, 1, switch. Both legs up. Take your right foot to the floor and put the band around your left foot. Left leg up in the air. And relax your tummy here. Try not to go tight. That resists it. So relax, soften. Okay, and then carefully take that off so there's no pinging. Hands one lower, one upper abdomen. Okay, and then we engage the muscles between the hands. Point your foot, lower the leg down so it stops about a foot or two off the floor. Flex and lift. Inhale, point and lower. Exhale, flex and lift. And my hands are checking that if that gap at the front opens, then that means the back will be arching further off the floor and the leg is dominating, pulling your pelvis with it. So can we get strong in the core so your leg can move without the pelvis being pulled? Let's just do one last one. When your leg lifts this time, keep it there. You can either repeat the bent leg scissors or straight leg scissors. Keep the legs straight in the air, lift your head and shoulders and walk your hands up the leg toward the calf. Soften the shoulders. If you can't hold the calf, hold the back of the thigh. Okay, and extend out your right leg, so extending from the knee, double pull, double bounce and switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Inhale. Inhale. Then you might start to reach the leg a bit further away as it goes down. Watch out for the back lifting or the pelvis rocking. And we keep the head nice and steady for 2, 2, switch, 2, 2, switch, 1, 1, switch, 1, 1. Knees in, head down, turn your head side to side. And then head to center, shoulder bridges, feet on the floor, arms by your side. Press into the back of your arms, inhale. Exhale, tip the tailbone up and roll up through your spine. Inhale, lengthen out through the knees. Exhale, roll your way back down again. So you're controlling the rolling action. Inhale, land. Feel this initial tipping of the pelvis is a strong pelvic tilt, like your belly button's trying to touch the floor before the rest of the spine lifts. Inhale. And then as you roll down, try and get the belly button to touch the floor before your bottom gets to the floor. Go again, so bottom lifts, belly button pushes down, and then roll up. Inhale. And then roll down, belly button trying to press to the floor before the bottom goes down. Okay, interlace your hands behind your head, elbows in line with the tip of your nose. I can feel my triceps from those arm lifts. Okay, abdominal curl, so a halfway nod up of the chin, and then the rest of the curl comes up from the chest. And as you stay here, bring your heels together and your knees wide. Bring your knees towards your triceps. For 5, we are initiating the beginning of a shoulder bridge, the same sort of movement. 2, curling the tailbone up. 1, now keep the pelvis down and push your legs away. 5, as you keep your heels touching and your legs push away, your knees turn outwards. And then we combine the 2. So we're going to go knees towards triceps, legs push straight. Knees to triceps, legs push straight. 3. Glance at your belly. When the legs push out, be honest with yourself. Is the back lifting? Is your belly kind of collapsing under the pressure of the legs? And if it is, for the 100, do double leg bend. Or if it was feeling okay, legs stay in the 100 position. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sniff in, blow out. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're in Pilates stance, we've got the external rotation so that we can engage through the back of the legs. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Knees come in, head goes down, circle your knees. Make it nice. In the Pilates way, circle the other way. And then place your left foot to the floor, take your band again around your right foot and straighten your right leg in the air. This time, right leg straight in the air and left leg's going to extend along the floor. We're going to try a roll up with the band. So your leg is going to push forwards into the band and help you roll up. When you do this, you are using core as well, but the band will give you some assistance. So inhale, the leg might go back slightly, and exhale, push the leg forwards into the band and let that help you roll up. So you've got a bit of a cantilever. And then come back down the same leg. In fact, take the band off. Yeah, and we'll just roll down without the leg. And then when you're down to the floor, left foot, left leg in the air. A little bit of a moment there to stretch, like we did on the other side. And we go again, a little kick back, and then as the leg comes forward, it pushes into the band, and you roll your way up. And sit tall, take the band off, and when you roll down, see if you can roll down and stop about halfway, and pause there. And if you feel your legs are starting to lift or you can't scoop under with the spine, then this is an indicator you might struggle to come back up. Go almost all the way down. Try and press your lower back toward the floor, but keep the rib cage lifted. Point your feet. And then go all the way back, arms over behind. You can keep the band in your hands if you want. Bring your arms forwards and roll your way up. And you can quickly loop it around your foot if you know you're going to need the leg to help you up. Inhale as you sit tall. Exhale, roll down. If you're going to need the leg, you're going to take the left foot into the band this time and exhale, roll up. If you're not using the band around your leg, then you can take your arms over behind. Inhale, arms over. Exhale, roll up. We're going to go one more time. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, arms over. Exhale, roll up. Good, you can carry on with that, or you can go into rollover. Any neck issues, I would leave this one out. Also, if you struggle with the with shoulder bridges or with those little hip lifts, then probably you're best just carrying on with the band on the roll downs. Otherwise, for the rollover, shift a bit further down your mat, take your legs up in the air, arms by your side, press through your arms, inhale, exhale, roll your legs over behind, flex your feet behind you, and then roll your way back down, like your legs are trying to come close to your body. Inhale, point your feet up in the air. Exhale, roll your legs over behind. Inhale, flex your feet behind. Exhale, roll your way back down. Keep long in your arms. One more. Inhale, point your feet in the air. Exhale, roll your legs over behind. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, roll your way back down. Inhale, point. And then exhale, knees into your chest. Wherever you were, come onto your back, knees hugged in. And then straighten your right leg along the mat and twist, bringing your knee across to the right, look out to your left arm. And back to centre, crossing your left ankle onto your right knee. With your right foot on the floor, you can set your bottom centre. And then if you're going deeper in this stretch, then hold the back of your right leg, bring it in towards you. Release the right foot down, uncross the left ankle. Other side, so right leg straight, left knee, right hand together. Oh no, it's the other way. It's left leg straight and the right knee and left hand together. And twist. And then back to centre, right foot on the floor, right ankle onto left knee. I'm getting myself all mixed up here. Right ankle onto left knee and hold the back of the left leg. Essentially, make sure you're doing the other side to what you did last time. And then left foot to the floor, uncross, so right foot to the floor, and just take a couple of moments there. Take your feet wide, knock your knees together, lift the tailbone a tiny amount, stretch it long. Relax it back down. And then maybe let your arms go a bit wider, maybe let the legs straighten. Make yourself comfortable. Relax yourself into comfort. We've had 30 minutes of getting used to being on a solid floor. So notice how a solid floor now is really very comfortable. Helps to keep us in good structure as we relax and let go. And wriggle your fingers and your toes, maybe another little shake out just to wake yourself up. Slide the feet one at a time, back it in. Bring the knees one at a time to your chest. and squeeze them in and out a few times. Okay, if you fancy rolling back up, roll back up. If you don't fancy it like me, I'm just going to turn to my side and push up through the arms. Back to sitting. And you have successfully completed. Well done. Thank you all very much.